Well, the first time I was diagnosed, actually, the doctor that found my cancer told me, he referred me to a cancer doctor, and actually it was the morning, I had 2 appointments that morning before I came to work, real early, like at 7 and 8. And the first doctor that found the cancer, he said, just so you know, it's not a death sentence. There's people that do well with this. Funny story, because then I go to the next appointment, the cancer doctor, and he sits in front of me and he goes, well, I just want to let you know you've got 6, maybe 9 months to live, and I'll leave you to your thoughts. So that was a little bit weird taking it in, and then a couple hours later, I actually sat down with Bianca to tell her, I'm probably going to be missing work. That was tough for me because I think the world of Bianca. She's like one of the best people I've ever met, and certainly the best boss I've ever worked for. And so I got a little choked up, I got to admit, because thinking of not seeing her down the road, it choked me up a little bit. But, like I told her then, I said, nobody in my family had passed away at that age, and 55 at the time. I said, I'm going to beat this, and we went from there.
But I told him, you're in the right place. You have an amazing company here. You got an amazing support structure here. Got him in touch with HR, let him know what his options were as far as that went. And honestly, it was his drive and I am not going to take this for an answer, that really motivated me to see what we could do to pull things together and get him the best outcome that he could get.
And at the time, I know one of my main concerns was, I've been in the business 25 years at that point, and everywhere I've worked, 3 months if you're not on, at the job, then they basically terminate you. I know that was my biggest concern that Bianca put at ease, and I didn't necessarily believe her at first because I never seen that before. But as I learned, this organization is something special. Who would keep someone's job? Almost a year or maybe a year I went, who would keep their job open? No place I know.
The fact that he could go to our leader and she can get the ball rolling, and to the company's credit, like Patrick said, I've been in the business a long time. And to be able to take that weight off of his shoulders and not think about, I only have 3 months and I have to get back to work because I'll lose my position or my title. It's a big weight to be lifted, to be able to know that the company cares about you as a person. And again, I've never seen it either, and I've been in the business for 25 years.
And yeah, I had to assure him that we've seen that. We have a lot of people, not just here in like our department. The table games family is actually very tight knit, and we've worked together for a long, long time. But the company itself, letting them know that no, we have a company that actually cares for their employees and that they want health and education, and they want to have this camaraderie, and that they're willing to go to bat for you. Benefits here are amazing, and I let them know that no, there's no giving up on this. As long as you're fighting, then we're going to fight with you.
I told him to go out to the City of Hope. I had nothing but praise that place. I've sent people out there, other people out there. I said they're going to be on it, help you, get you through it, and get it done.
Well, Cindy's being a little bit modest. She probably don't remember, because she was probably one of the first people I went to when I found out. And she assured me about, because I had these thoughts of cancer back when, I was a little child, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be sick and I'm going to lose my hair and all this. And she assured me what she went through. She said, that's not the way it is, it's the way it is. And she made my step at that point so much more comforting. But she put to rest a lot of the reservations I had, or thoughts I had about, I'd be in radiation and all this type of thing. But she was great, and she's phenomenal.
Everybody wanted to help, and a lot of times people just need to know what to do. And some people could donate time, and some people could donate money, and we did everything we could to make sure that he knew
He was comfortable and
we're taking
his
care.
wife was taken care of.
And again, Bianca's being modest. What had happened was I had started the chemo, and I went through a period of time where I was really struggling with it, which shouldn't have happened. And I couldn't keep any food down. I lost actually 100 pounds in 3 months. I was passing out, and I remember Bianca called me, because she's wonderful, and she called to check on me, as she often did, because she's phenomenal. I was driving home, I remember I was in my car, and she said, well, how's things going? I said, well, it's really not going real good right now, Bianca. I said, I'm passing out, I can't drive myself to the chemo, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My wife's disabled, and I needed someone to push me in a wheelchair because I gotten so weak I couldn't walk around the campus. And she said, I got this. And I'm like, and you know, she just said that to me, and I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. And 2 days later, she called up and she said, we got people to volunteer their time to take you to the City of Hope. Adam was one of them. And she said she was going to do it on the first visit. And that was no small task. I lived an hour away from where I had to go. And you'd get there at 9 in the morning, and it would be till 6 at night. It was that long of a thing. And again, I couldn't walk. They had to push me in a wheelchair. And I was out of it. I mean, I remember I had my surgery, and I was 12 hours of surgery. I was in intensive care. I'll wake up, he's sitting at the foot of my bed because I had forgotten my cables for my cell phone. I wouldn't have had a cell phone. He came all the way up there and brought me a cell phone cable. You know, everything I thought I needed or needed help with, he was there for me, you know. That's amazing.
I've never known somebody personally that was battling cancer. I've been fortunate with my family. But again, that camaraderie, that feeling, that family feeling that when we first got here, we all did everything together, we'd all go out to eat together. It only seemed like it was the right thing to do, and it was necessary to do. And Patrick is such a nice guy. He's very well liked by everybody. So it was easy to do.
Yeah, it was a bad situation, and I can't believe the people here rallied to that. I mean, I never would have thought that, you know, people would do that. I'm so grateful. And like I tell Bianca all the time, I think she saved my life. She's my angel. Nothing I wouldn't do for her. The same way with Cyndi and Adam. But she is stirred the drink. She did everything, and I'm eternally grateful.
I know how fortunate we are.
Yep.
Over all the years and hearing everything from the old fire in 2003 and how they took care of the community and the employees then to
Landslide in 2010. Where
absolutely.
They took care of me.
And all we did was a hiring freeze here where other people were being laid off and you know, really unsure what their futures were going to be. We held it together, and this tribe, I mean, that's a testament to the tribe and how much they actually do care about the employees and the community. It's not just words that they say.
Absolutely.
It really is a feeling and a belief and a culture.